going to say the only part of what you just said that resonates in terms of what I identify with T-neck is The Rock. And not The Rock as in, the roided out
You
wrestler.
smell what The Rock is cooking?
Right. Well, you smell what T-neck is cooking, and it's...
It has been on the water near the highway, so sometimes you get some interesting aromas, but mostly it's very psychologically distant, very peaceful.
it wouldn't surprise me if there's some sort of psychedelic in the air at that point that makes it psychologically peaceful.
like the rotting garbage psychedelic in the streets of Times Square that just get you in the mental atmosphere like nothing else.
Well, I will just say, I don't know if I ever told you this, and it's just a quick aside, but when I went to Hebrew school, one of the people who was a student alongside me, I really don't know the politically correct word for it. He was retarded. Like, he was actually retarded.
Well, I guess that word is being reclaimed a bit. He had deficits, perhaps?
I guess that's, the more polite way of putting it.
Yeah.
But
I hear you there.
They tied it, somehow the mother tied it to, and this doesn't surprise me, the water. I guess there was some sort of, right around the time we were born, some sort of pollution in the water in northern New Jersey. And she was able to put two and two together and won like a multi-million-dollar lawsuit that...
Oh, wow. Erin Chack, who we'll talk about for just a minute also, she and her mom both may have been exposed to some kind of pollutant or like radiation source when Joanne was pregnant with Erin. And you may know this already because it's statistically very rare for a daughter to get that type of cancer and then for the mother later to get the same type of cancer. But apparently they couldn't prove a case and it would have been too much of a legal effort.
Well, see, that just speaks to
one of the... You can imagine, right? Yeah.
One of the larger battles I'm fighting in my life, which is that the legal system in this country and even in this state is just totally broken. Unfortunately, that you need a significant amount of money just to prove something that is right there in front of your eyes.
Yes, very, very unfortunately. And I think Erin and her experiences would have something to offer for you. But I know that there are friends and family members who have not been responsive, especially recently, and that's the whole thrust of your letter. So I want to just link that to my call with Elise earlier today, and just to give you an overview of what we talked about, which really boiled down to I think two pretty simple points. And those are that your acknowledgement of how heavy and exhausting these issues are for you and for other people to a lesser degree, but people who have their own lives and are trying to guard their own wellness with the kind of content that they read. I think really being as cautious as possible in filtering your communications and continuing that acknowledgement of how heavy this stuff is for people will help. It doesn't mean that all of these other family members didn't drop the ball. It's I think it's somewhere in the middle, and if they are prone to drop the ball and avoid, then we need to talk in the future, I think, about making it as easy as possible for them to hear you and respond to you. So I really think managing communications, especially when you're angry, is crucial. And that's point number one. And I don't mean to sound this like I'm telling you what to do, but I'm just trying to summarize it clear as I can.
Well, I hear you. At the same time, this is just too much for me to manage. I don't know what else to say. I mean, my father is regularly threatening me with Section 8 housing and kicking me out of the house, and he's just abusive. I mean, I don't fully understand what's going on with this whole hospitalization thing, which again speaks to how, speaking
Yeah.
of carcinogenics, just the way he sort of poisons the well,
Uh-huh.
and he makes everyone believe that I'm
Right. So you
psychologically
can't say
ill.
anything in your defense, right? And it affects their attitudes towards you,
It's like
their interpretations.
inception. It
It's
really
inception, right?
it's just
And
it's
and so I mean, Section 8 would not be desirable.
nor by the way
There's
nor is it even possible. Like there's
yeah,
a time frame for it, and it's not what my dad thinks it is.
yeah, I'm sure it's
Yesterday,
not.
he said to me, I'm smarter than you. I think that's one of the things this really boils down to,
Yeah,
is that he
right.
feels intellectually challenged,
Yeah,
and
well,
he
that's
feels
yeah,
like he knows everything. And maybe he did back 20 or 30 years ago. He had more information about the
yeah.
legality and how easy certain processes were, but they're not that simple anymore. They've become infinitely more
No,
difficult because there's so
and
many more
so
people requiring resources. I can't even get a therapist. I mean, that's one
what
thing I
kind of
would like to
therapist?
get, a psychological therapist.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I agree.
it's
And
at least 6 weeks away. It's as is surgery.
right, well, so that's the second point of the talk I had with Elise, and I think it's common with other people, probably like Aaron and others also. I can't speak for Aaron per se, but the second point is that the best way to reestablish contact and to get responses is to continue to demonstrate through your actions, your daily behaviors, your choices that you are helping yourself. And that means the exercises that you're doing, for your uh, daily activities and your mobility. And I saw that you posted that, what your exercise looked like, especially, even on a bad day. And connecting with resources, and that is also what you're doing. And some of these appointments are weeks away. But I think over weeks and months, if your family members and friends see you managing your own daily life and showing stability with that, then I think that they are going to feel that their help can be effective and that it will be a good use of their time. So in that sense, I can just keep doing what you're doing, and let's keep talking about your appointments, resources. I know it's like a never-ending fucking carousel of talking to agencies, representatives, blah, blah, blah. But I think we just got to keep riding that carousel for a while. And let's talk about the kind of psychological support you can get, your occupational therapy, PT. My mom was asking for you today also, and she asked if you're on Medicaid or eligible for Medicaid.
I'm on Medicaid, and
Medicaid,
unfortunately,
okay.
and this came as a surprise to me as well. I guess I've had my 10 sessions of occupational therapy, so I've graduated. There's nothing else they feel
Oh,
they can achieve from occupational
congratulations.
therapy. Yeah, and it speaks to, and I asked what would the next logical step be, and he said rotator cuff surgery.
Yeah.
And then I have to go and return to occupational therapy.
After that, so maybe that's part of the trajectory then with the operation, and that's something that we're gonna have to keep revisiting.
But what happens in the 6 weeks if my father kicks me out of the house? Then I'm homeless.
I think that the housing question is another priority, and I'm not advocating for Section 8. I think that the longer you're under the same roof with him, the more strain and the more repeating of recent events we're likely to see. So I think you might need to help pay for like an apartment or something like that, because I honestly don't see other solutions in the short and medium term. And I know that he's not going to take to that idea kindly. So I'm trying to strategize how I can talk to him about that, because I think it's in both of your best interests. And then I'm going to have to wrap up because Kevin's waiting for me. We got to start something so that I can take him back by 10. So let's also find a time to talk later this week, and we'll see about the play with Mr. Ordini with Jay. I'm still not totally used to saying that. But finally, if there's anything else that you wanted to add, I just wanted to give you a minute.
Well, just that I love you and that you're really the only person who's helped me out here. And
I love you too, Dan. Antonio has worked.
well, that
I'm
too.
not trying to,
And
I'm not trying to say I know more than you do, but it's not. It hasn't all been me. She's been very helpful to me too. And I saw Tom Carvalho today. He's thinking of you also. I know that's complicated also. And Elise also, she's thinking that she does care. It just got too hot for her, and that's where the communications come in, and really being as diplomatic as possible. The letter you wrote was beautiful. You've managed, some remote dick jokes in there as well, but it didn't distract too much from the theme and your sincerity. And I think that, listen, I hear what you're saying, and I receive and I appreciate your gratitude, and I am always going to be here to help you. And I will be most affected of that as you continue to help yourself and keep on managing those daily tasks. And with that cigarette smoking, cutting back on that, picking up the butts and putting them in an ashtray, even just taking a walk. It can be simple things each day, but you're going to climb out of it. And we're going to talk later this week.
Yeah, somebody really needs to get through to my dad. I really don't know. Because right now, honestly, he's the only family member I can rely on, or I have to rely on, I should say.
Yeah, right. And he's not doing enough, and his attitude is distorted. He is doing some things to help, and it is taking effort and stress from him, but also he doesn't manage that stuff well to begin with. So I hear you. And I know that he's a major obstacle in many ways. So I'm going to continue to try to get through to him.
I love you, man. And, I love Elise, too. And
Yeah, I know that. I think she knows that, too. And she loves you, too. And you can rebuild these bridges.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I just, I hope the pieces adjust, because I still think that there's the opportunity for me to run the marathon this year and for me to achieve those 3 projects.
Check out this trail, the Conservancy in Teaneck. We can go there together sometime. I think it'd be a great place for you to run some laps, as long as it's not too muddy. It's very flat and safe terrain and very beautiful. And for a lover of animals and to be mindful of your mom, I think it would be a place that can be very healing, actually.
I guess that's the last thing I will say, which is that, my dad's thrown a lot of things in my face recently about how I killed my mom. And
so wrong.
And he doesn't seem to want to take responsibility or accountability for
I'm sure.
the way that he treated her and how I learned a lot of those behaviors. I'm not absolving myself in any way, but
no, but I hear you.
It's not like it came out of nowhere.
You're trying to break the cycle. You're making concerted efforts to break that cycle, and there's still so much change, positive change that's possible. All right, and I gotta leave it there, bro. I love you so much.
All right, I love you. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Take care.
And that leads to my second home PT session, occupational therapy session of the night, of the day, PM session. And when I finish with this, I have something to say. It's more important for me to say it than it is for the person intended. I intend to say it to hear it. That makes sense. I have to say it. She doesn't have to hear it. But I need to say it. come up with a good nickname for her. Start with these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. This is 6 libs, pounds. This is 15 pounds. Let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh! One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ran 4.5 miles today in approximately 47 minutes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Where's that fucking number again? I saw it somewhere. Let's do this one next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, fucking goddamn rubber band. Another thing for me to fucking clean up. Against the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can do that right. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. You like to see me suffer like this? 28. Thanks for the help. I really fucking appreciate it. 29. 30. One more. Where's that fucking ball? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Where's my mental health, huh? Where's my relief? Huh? Seriously, where the fuck do I get my relief? Waited 3 years! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Fuck it. Fuck it all. You're forcing me to go through this alone. I won't forget that. I won't forget that. I will not forget that. Whether I can forgive that, I don't know. It's something I'll decide in the future. The best I can come up with in terms of an alias, in terms of a fake name, in terms of the only person who's giving me hope right now. We'll call her Are You Mine? AREYOU. Mine. MINE. I don't think she is. I don't think she ever will be. But I appreciate her giving me hope. More and more I feel like fucking Batman. Dark Kike. Dark Knight. He loses Rachel. What does he have left? Nothing but the weight of the world on his shoulders. The only difference is I literally don't have a fucking shoulder. And I'm still doing it on my own. What does that teach you about how strong I am?